basic navigation on GUI and Fury Launchpad, and we've talked about the basic stuff in the first class concerning what is SCP, what is SCPS for HANA, what is ERP system, and every other. So now we'll go to how to create a GL. Now, if you want to create a GL on an SAP, you can create a GL through FS00. FS00. It's a T code, and like I rightly said, you can always create a GL through T codes. So, but let me also go back to see to navigate down to that environment: accounting, financial accounting, general ledger accounting. You go to master record, you go to GL account, then individual processing, then you can see FS00. This is how to create, to navigate down to what you want to create in a system. So, and I can as well use T code FS00. So I'll come straight to this place. So now, as you can see some panel here. You can see some panel here. I can change this. The only reason why I did that was because I want to see whatever I'm creating. So, but after you might have put the what's it called? Put the implement, like do a setup to not to see the display, because here what I did was to that I don't want to see. I do not want to see the navigation tree, which is this. This is the navigation tree. I don't want to see it. So if I open this, expand this now, it will show me all the GLs that have been created before now. So, but I don't want to see it, and that's what I just did. But I've activated that, but it hasn't gone to what I wanted. Do not display navigation tree. It is because SAP do not. What you do is to go back. You have to go back /n, and then come inside back again before that is being affected. And you can, as you can see now, it has been affected. So that's how to do this navigation of the thing. But I like seeing whatever I'm creating. So you go through setting, and then hierarchy display. Then you come to display account navigation tree. Then I'll click on enter. Then it will tell me the new setting will take effect. Once the transaction is restarted, I'll just click enter. So if I want to do that, the last time, the previous one I did was I used /n. Then I went back to the previous screen I was coming from. But in this case, I'll just put /n FS00, and I'll just remain where I found myself, and the navigation tree would open up. So now, what I would like to create maybe like 3 GLs to show you how to create a GL. I'll create one. I think I should create a particular GL. So there are various ways of creating a GL. You can click on create, then you put the GL. You click on create the first time, then you click on GL. Then I want to use 14800 because the GLs I'm creating is always six-digit number. So that's why this is 6-digit number, 14800. So when I click on OK, it will open up. Then it will ask me to put all these details. So I'm putting the petty cash I'm creating is a balance sheet account. An account group is also an asset. Then I'll come here to say, let's say Abuja petty cash. I'll copy it, I'll place it to the other side. Then I'll go to control data. Then I'll put NGN. Then I'll put other parameters which are necessary. All these things, they have meaning. Open item management, they have meaning. When I create another GL, I will show you why. And this reconciliation account for account type, they all have meanings. So when I'm creating others, I will show you, and I'll tell you the difference. So now, field status group, I'm creating a petty cash account, so I'll use a field status that I create. So I can use general ledger, I can use bank account, and I can use general. So I'll use general, field status group, then I'll click on save. I'm using Control S to save, and you can as well just click on save here. So you click on enter, and everything will be fine. So as you can see, this is Abuja petty cash that I've created in the system. So I also create an expense account. One is here already, but I want to create this GL in a different format. So when you create a GL in a different format, see what will happen. I want to create a GL with a different format. So I'll click on copy. Okay, so let me show you something. If I click on copy, it's telling me where do I want to copy to. So I selected the GL that I want to create a copy, a reference for. So as you can see, reference GL account is this, and the company code is this. So, but I'm creating a GL, I call it maybe 20, and this is, I'm copying it to another to a company code, the same company code rather. I'll click on enter, and it will bring me down to this place. But now, whatever is in the previous GL will be copied to this new GL. So what I just need to do is to do what? Is to change the description, because that's not the description I want. This transport local, I could say hotel accommodation, okay. Then I copy it and I come here, then I'm fine. I think that's the only thing I'm copying. Already we have, let me go back to description. Already we have, it's an income statement or statement of income, as you can call it, operating expense, or you call it P&L statement account. So I'm using this non-operating expense account. As you can see, we have balance sheet, we have this, we have that. So then the account group is expenses, so it's an actually expenses. So that's why I've selected expenses. So hotel accommodation, then control data. I'll come to control data, and there's nothing I'm selecting here apart from the currency. Oh, sorry, apart from the currency, and I think create back interest. I'm using cost account, which is this. I think I'm fine. I can click on Control S or click on Save, as the case may be, and you can see hotel accommodation has come up. Now I think I should create a vendor reconciliation. I've created a vendor reconciliation, but I think I should create a customer reconciliation. So I'll just click on create, then I'll use a GL code. I'm using another format now, 141000. That's 3. So I want to create a customer reconciliation account. Now, what's a customer reconciliation account? I think I'll still explain. We'll get there. It's a balance sheet account, and an account group is also an asset. So, short text. When I said it's an asset, first of all, you need to understand that the account group here is not more than just 5, which is asset, equity, expense, liability, revenue. Account group could have 7 or 10, which is, you can have non-current assets, you can have current assets, you can have receivables and orders, you can have cash and bank. You understand? All these account group can be created, but all of them still fall under a balance sheet account, and they fall under. So in this case now, the account group we have created is just minimal. We created just few account groups, and so therefore a customer account falls under an asset. You understand? In this case, just take it as an asset, because ordinarily it's a receivable, and a receivable account falls under an asset. I believe you get it. If you're an account person, you should be able to get. Oh, I'm sure you're an account person, so you're able to get the understanding. I'm just trying to make that clarity here, so that somebody will not say, why is it an asset? How is it an asset? Because the account group we have created are few, so we have created assets. So if we ordinarily we should have created another account group called receivables, because customer account falls under receivables. But why is it reconciliation account? I will explain that later. So short text, I'll say customer local. Or should I, yeah? Let me just say customer local reconciliation. Let me just say that. That's fine. Can come here and put the same thing, reconciliation. Now come to control data. It's also NGN, but yeah, look at under reconciliation account. I have to select customer now, because it's actually a reconciliation account. So I have to select customer, and I'll show you where we are using it in the system. I'll show you when we get there. So I'll open this up, the fee status group, and I'll select. There's a reconciliation account with contract ref. Let me just search for a fee status of recon. Reconciliation account 1. Let me go to the second one. Reconciliation account. Let me just use this one. So I'm using this as a fee status group. Now, this first fee status group, what it does is that the feed on the account, whenever you are posting to such accounts, things that are required, fee status group, I don't know how to explain, but feed, from the word feed, you see all these things, they are feed. All these things are feed. So you see this fee status group were created to control some certain feed that the users will see. Either you suppress some certain feed, or you make some certain feed required, or you make some certain feed optional. That's just what it means. This is just end user training. If it is a consulting training now, or I would have explained in details, but I think this is what I can explain so for you to get it. A free status group is used to control certain fields in the account when the user is about to post. So I'll click on X, Control X, and I've saved that. I think I've shown you about 3 GLs that we have created. I think that should suffice for how to create a GL account. So